If you're feeling overwhelmed by everything on your plate and you don't even know where to start with your routines, this episode is for you. Because when life feels chaotic, it is easy to slip into survival mode, reacting to everything around us and constantly playing catch up. Today, we're breaking down how simple, realistic routines can help you move out of that frantic state and back into a place of calm, control, and confidence.
Are you ready to stop the chaos, the stress, the overwhelm that's filling your life? I'm Renae Matt, and together you and I are going to build simple routines that are going to change your life. When you put these habits into practice, you're going to be able to organize your life in a way where you can be there for your family, pay off your debt, save money, your house can stay organized, you don't have to stress about what's for dinner, and you still get time for yourself. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the Routine Advantage Podcast.
I think when a lot of women are searching for a podcast like this, it's often because we're feeling really overwhelmed. I know I have found myself searching for different resources at different times over the years when I'm feeling really overwhelmed and I feel like I need that organization and I need to calm the chaos. And if we are feeling that way, oftentimes we're in that survival mode where we are reacting to everything and we don't have that sense of peace and calm in our lives. So when I was thinking about this, I was looking at like what is the actual definition of being reactive versus being proactive. So I looked it up, and here is the actual definition of reactive. It's acting in response to a situation rather than creating or controlling it. And the definition of proactive is creating or controlling a situation by causing something to happen rather than responding to it after it has happened. And when we are not using routines in our life, a lot of times what's happening is we are just letting life happen and we have to react to what is going on because we're not taking the time to set up what we would like to happen. And those dominoes, we're not placing the dominoes where they need to be. We're just letting them fall and cleaning up the mess afterwards. So when we are in survival mode, it's often a lack of structure because it's just the constant reaction. And when this happens, a lot of times we're exhausted because when you are constantly reacting to everything around you and trying to clean up the mess, we are emotionally exhausted and we have so much decision fatigue because there are a lot of decisions we have to make after the fact. And when it's already feeling chaotic, and then we have all of that on top of everything else, it just becomes incredibly overwhelming. So if you're wondering, okay, well, what changes do I need to make? How can I be proactive instead of reactive to help calm this chaos? It's going to be the simple habits and routines that you put into place and making sure that you are doing them ahead of time and creating these routines before they actually happen. And so I'm going to kind of walk you through this because the first thing that you can possibly do is make sure that you have a plan in place, whether it's actually creating a plan on what habits you want to build into your life. It's creating a plan on what routines you want to have set up, what your schedule is going to look like, what your meal plan is going to be, all of these different things. It takes intentionality ahead of time to sit down and plan these things out. But taking the time to do this ahead of time is going to save you so much stress and anxiety for your future self because this is going to be a total game changer. And you will find that life is not perfect. Just because you have it planned out doesn't mean it's always going to go 100% according to plan. That's just not realistic. But you're going to find that a good portion of it does go according to plan if you're following your plan, and life is going to feel much less chaotic and it's going to feel more stress free. You're going to feel a lot lighter. Your schedule is going to feel more flexible, and you are just going to be happier overall. So, I want you to kind of walk through these three simple routines that can help pull you out of survival mode And I want to give you some episodes that you can go back and listen to help if you don't have these structured into your life yet. And I just want to say that these 3 routines are what I would recommend starting with or focusing on if you don't have any routines in place and you're just feeling like you are in that survival mode and you are just hanging on for dear life, because this is going to be really important to help you feel like you have a little bit more of that control in place. And it's going to help you pull out your priorities, because a lot of times when we are in that survival mode, we are not able to pull out our priorities. And a lot of times, because we're reacting to everything around us, our personal priorities get overlooked or they get pushed off. And then we start feeling a lack in those areas of our life. And we have that disappointment and it doesn't feel as fulfilling. So, if there's something that's really important to you, like maybe it's your prayer life or Bible study or time with the kids or date nights and things like that, that are a really big part of your life that you truly want to make time for, but you aren't planning ahead and these things are getting overlooked, or you're just not able to squeeze in the time because there's no time because life is crazy. It's easy to push those off, but if we are actually using these routines to structure our priorities, you're going to find that life will start to look a little bit different because you can actually choose ahead of time what your week is going to look like. So that kind of leads me into the first routine that I would recommend starting. If you have nothing else going on, number one, I would recommend planning out your week. So your weekly planning routine is going to be a game changer. This is going to be incredibly important because it's going to help you understand what your week looks like to choose your priorities before you are in the thick of the chaos. And if you need help figuring out, like, how do I sit down and plan out my week? What does that look like? What am I needing to acknowledge? What am I sorting out? Like, what does this look like? You can go to episode 216, and this is a weekly planning routine to stay organized. 10 steps to repeat each week. So that will help you. Like, you literally can listen to that and pause it and just go step by step through the process, and by the time you get to the end, you will have a full weekly plan. And then once that is done, you just repeat that process each week and it will get much easier over time. You'll get much faster at it. In the beginning, it might take a little while and you might think, I don't have time to do this every week, but it truly does become more automatic and you get the hang of it. And it becomes a process that you can do in 5 to 10 minutes, and you have a full plan for the week. You feel really good going into the week before it even starts. You know your priorities and everything just feels really seamless. So that is something that is going to be a a huge help when you are trying to get out of survival mode, is making sure you're actually taking the time to plan for your week ahead before the week begins. The second routine that I would recommend is your morning routine. And I love this routine because it really helps to set the tone of your day. I know when we are super busy and life is chaotic and you feel like you are reacting to everything around you, having a morning routine for your personal priorities and for yourself is going to feel like you don't have time to do that, but it's going to be incredibly important for you to take the time to do that, because by pouring into yourself first, you're going to feel better. You're going to have a much more refreshed feeling, and it's going to set the tone for your day where you will go into the day much calmer and feeling fulfilled. And then you'll be able to show up better for others and show up as your best self for the rest of the day. So it's really important to actually create this time for yourself in the morning so that you can show up as your best self. It is not selfish, it is necessary. And an episode to help with that is episode 56, and that is to create a morning routine that is flexible in different seasons of life. But I have several morning routine episodes. You can go to our Facebook community. It's a free Facebook community at theroutineadvantagecommunity.com. And at the top of the group in the pinned posts, there is an episode library where you can actually search keywords keywords and you could search like morning routine, and all of the episodes that have morning routine in the title are going to pop up for you. And then you can choose whichever one looks like it would relate to your situation. But that is the one that I'm just going to recommend right now is episode 56. And then the third routine that I think is a game changer when it comes to trying to get out of survival mode is your daily 7 home routine. Because when we are feeling stressed and chaotic about everything, a lot of times our home is involved and there's just so much to do in our household. Everything feels messy, everything feels like we are constantly cleaning it. And a daily 7 home routine is going to help give you that really short and concise routine to tidy up and reset your home in 30 minutes or less. And you can continue and go about your day for all of the other things that you are getting called to, but you know that at least these 7 priority items that you select are being addressed and helping you feel like you have that handle on your home care. So, this is something that is really important to be able to reset your home so that you don't feel overwhelmed by all the tasks and you can tidy your home in that minimal amount of time. So, the episode I would recommend for this right now is episode 136, and it's The Power of the Daily 7, Tidy Your Home in Under 30 Minutes. And these are not in the order of what I would recommend for putting the 5 foundational routines in. This is just like if you're in total survival mode, these are where I would start because this will help you pull out of it and then allow you to get your 5 foundational routines in place. If you want more information about that, you can go to reneematt.com/blueprint and actually get the workbook that will help walk you through building those 5 foundational routines, getting them into place. So that is going to help with your morning routine, your meal planning routine, your daily 7 home routine, your movement routine, and then help you get set up with your base budget for your budget routine as well. And if you want more than just the workbook, you can also get on the wait list for my course. And you can do all that on my website at reneematt.com as well. And make sure that you hop on the wait list so that you get notified when the beta course launches and you get more resources than just the workbook worksheets. So that is something that you can check out. I will do a quick recap of those 3 simple routines that can help you pull out of survival mode, and the episodes along with them that can help you do this is number 1, your weekly planning routine, making sure that you understand what your week looks like before it begins and choosing those priorities. The episode to help you there is episode 216, a weekly planning routine to stay organized, 10 steps to repeat each week. The second routine is your morning routine, and this is going to help you set the tone of your day. And this is episode 56 will help with that. And that is creating a morning routine that is flexible in different seasons of life. And the third routine is your daily 7 home routine. This is allowing you to figure out how to reset your home so that you don't feel overwhelmed by all of the tasks and you can tidy your home in minimal time. And the episode to help with that one is episode 136, and it's The Power of the Daily 7, Tidy Your Home in Under 30 Minutes. So if you are in survival mode, I pray that you get some calm in your chaos and that these routines help. And I will catch you back here on the next episode.
Did you love that episode or learn something useful? If so, would you do me a huge favor? My goal is to grow this podcast and help as many women as I can break free from the overwhelm so they can truly enjoy their life. The best way for me to do this is for you to leave a 5-star written review on your podcast app and to share this episode with a friend or in your Instagram stories. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care.